It's the 10th most visited city on the planet, yet few Americans have heard of it. It's got beautiful beaches, luxury resorts, and amazing nightlife. It's also got ancient ruins, a rugged coastline, and majestic waterfalls, all within its city limits. Mustafa Kemal Atatuk called it the most beautiful city on earth. I don't know about that, but it may very well be the most beautiful city in the Middle East. A visit to this city will immediately throw any preconceptions you may have about Islam and the Middle East out the door. Welcome to Antalya, Turkey! Antalya lies on the south coast of Turkey, where the Taurus Mountains meet the Mediterranean Sea, and is the unofficial capital of the Turkish Riviera. I'll begin my journey in the modern shopping districts of Elmali and Balbay. I'll then explore the city's historic KALEICI district before touring the beaches and museums of Konyaaltı. Lastly, I'll visit the city's famous Dune waterfalls before ending my journey at the famous Lara Beach. With a record-breaking 13.5 million tourists in 2019, Antalya is by far Turkey's most popular resort destination. Situated right in the heart of the Turkish Riviera, the city offers the perfect blend of stunning coastline and modern amenities, along with traditional Turkish charm. Founded by the Greeks around the 3rd century BC, the city later became a Roman port before being sacked by the Arabs in the 7th century. It was then conquered by the Byzantines in the 11th century before finally being conquered by the Ottomans in 1423. Aside from 2 brief periods of Italian occupation, the city has remained under Turkish rule. And though today the city is distinctly Turkish, relics of its past can still be seen in the city's charming old quarter. We've just checked into our hotel room here in Antalya. This time we decided to go with an American brand. We're staying at the Best Western Plus Con. So check this out. We're in a Muslim majority country, a religion which strictly prohibits premarital sex, and we have condoms on our minibar menu. So unfortunately the airline lost our luggage, so the first thing I'm going to have to do tomorrow morning is go clothes shopping, because this is basically all I have. Also in my luggage was my electricity converter, so until I get that back I won't be able to charge my batteries, so I'm not sure how much filming I'll be able to do, but I'll try to get as much done as I can. So, lots of firsts for me on this trip. First time in Turkey, first time in the Middle East, first time in a Muslim country, and first time traveling during a global health crisis. So, we'll see how it goes. This should be an interesting one. was that for an alarm clock? Oh wow, look at this incredible view. I don't think I've ever had such a view in any of the hotels I've been at. You got the city, Mediterranean Sea, and mountains in the background. Wow. Just across from our hotel is the historic Mustafa Mosque, built in 1796. I don't think so. First time inside of a mosque. So, as you know, my luggage didn't arrive last night, so I have to start my first official day in Antalya with some clothes shopping, but I'll try to squeeze in some sights in between. In the meantime, it'll give us an opportunity to experience local life. A wiem.
Do you have color like this color?
Sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's perfect, yeah.
What size is this? Thank you.
This building behind me is the Murad Pasha Ottoman Mosque, commissioned in 1570. Typical Islamic mosaics, but if you look closely, you can actually see some Greek influence with these Corinthian columns.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
We have very lovely pieces inside. You can have a look. I give you information. It's a round piece, very difficult to weave it. At least 4 girls are sitting in the loom. It takes about 6 months to weave it. We are asking $3,000. But for example, this is $300. And the small ones, $200.
Hello. Where are you from?
From United States.
Where about?
California.
I used to live little north of Seattle.
Oh wow.
I went to college, you know.
We have huge fires in California right now, so we came here for the clean air.
Yeah, full plane.
Really?
I was surprised. Supposed to be like second seat. Full.
Interesting. From all of them from America?
From San Francisco. We fly.
But I'll tell you something. Turkey is one of the most beautiful countries in the world.
I know, it is.
In here you see the sun, you see the water. If you go to mountain, you see the snow. You know, you can ski. You can live four seasons in one city. It's very hot, so that's why.
No, my luggage lost. We don't have luggage like this. No luggage.
Then I will make big discount
Yeah,
for you.
that's
If anything you like, I will give you a
Yeah,
good
okay.
price. Because you lost your luggage, so that's why. We'll come again, don't worry. I will show. See here, this was 65. 65. So I give it to you for 55. Forget 55. 50 lira.
okay.
This is 90 lira. But you pay me 75.
Good.
Plus 75. And this is also the same company. They have same price. Also, this is 90 lira, 75 for you.
Okay.
So 200 lira total.
Speak English better.
This building behind me is the Katarai Madrasa. It's the weathered remains of a 13th century Islamic school. This building right here is the Iskele Mosque. It may look strange, but this is actually a mosque. This mosque was actually constructed in the 19th century from cut stone. The mosque's most famous feature is this well you see right here. USA, California.
California. Hello.
Hi.
Acoustic. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. You understand me?
Yeah, good acoustics, yeah.
Here, come here. You can. Hello. Here.
Hello.
1 minute. Hello. Can speak. You can speak. Hello.
How are you?
I am fine, and you?
Good.
Thank you. You welcome for visit. You welcome.
Thank you. Teşekkür ederim.
Ben teşekkür ederim.
You go and then come back.
This massive stone structure right here is the remains of the old city walls. They were first constructed by the Greeks around 150 BC, then were later reinforced by the Romans, who added a series of towers and gates. The walls were further strengthened in the 12th and 13th centuries, and despite having survived centuries of warfare and earthquakes, it was modern development which eventually led to their destruction. Today only a few small sections remain. Now climbing up these famous 40 steps. They were built by the Venetians to connect the port with the main city.
Там є красива тераса на швейцарському жителі. You're from?
Oh wow, absolutely beautiful. I just love these traditional red tiled Ottoman roofs. Behind me is the Yiviliminare Mosque, the most famous mosque in Antalya. It was built on the foundations of an old church, and the current mosque we see dates from 1373, and it replaced an earlier mosque that was destroyed in a fire. And it was one of the first multi-domed mosques to be built in Anatolia. The mosque's most famous feature is its bizarre 125-foot high fluted minaret, which was restored in the 1950s and is a unique example of Anatolian architecture. Right next to the mosque we have the ruins of a 13th century madrasa or religious school, built in the Syrian style. This bizarre looking building behind me is the tomb of Zikiniran Mehmed Bey. I probably pronounced that wrong, but it was built in 1377 to show the tradition from Mehmed Bey. He was the grandson of the Antalya commander at the time. And this one right here is the tomb of Nigar Hitam, the wife of a 16th century Ottoman sultan. That chanting we've been hearing is the muezzin calling the Muslims to pray 5 times a day. No matter what the local language is, the call to prayer is always recited in Arabic. And he's basically saying God is great, he's the only God, Muhammad is his messenger, hurry to prayer, hurry to salvation. And what I found the most interesting about it is that it sounds different each time. It can either be really beautiful or really haunting and creepy. the Dervish Lodge Museum. It was built in the year 1255 by Sultan Aladdin Keykubat. The structure began serving as a Dervish lodge in the 16th century. Today the lodge contains a small museum where visitors can learn the mysterious rituals of the Dervish order. Though most people are familiar with Sunni and Shiite, there are actually other less popular sects of Islam, and one of these is Sufism, a mystical branch of Islam that originated in Afghanistan in the 8th century. And the Dervish order is a monastic order of Sufi Islam promoting peace and tolerance that was founded in the 13th century by a Persian poet from Afghanistan named Jalaluddin Muhammad Rumi. In the eyes of more conservative Muslims, the Sufis often aren't regarded as real Muslims, as the sect is known to contain elements of sorcery and witchcraft, such as fortune-telling and entering trances, which are considered extremely haram in Islam. Despite protecting Armenian civilians during the genocide and combating religious fundamentalism, the sect was actually banned by Ataturk in the 1920s, and many of the country's Dervish lodges were converted into museums, but people obviously still practiced it anyway. Though still officially outlawed, the sect has seen a huge resurgence in recent years, especially amongst young Turks who see it as a more secular and tolerant version of Islam. Though Dervish rituals are performed only for tourist entertainment. This building behind me is the Tekili Mehmed Pasha Mosque. The mosque is named after a powerful 16th century Grand Vizier of the Ottoman Empire. Originally built in the 16th century, the mosque has been significantly repaired over the centuries, so most of what we see today actually dates from the 19th and 20th century. Behind me is the famous Antalya clock tower. It's one of the most cherished landmarks in the city, and it was built in the 19th century and has been a popular meeting point for city residents since the 1800s. I've had nothing to eat since I got here, so I'm going to try an authentic Turkish dürüm for the first time. Yeah, okay. It's so big. Yeah, good food.